welcome back to Weekend Edition and Rehash, where we take a look at the big stories of the week.
And there were several big stories of the week, or this past week, including the fact that tax refunds were paid out. Everybody's always asking about that. We also had retro pay that was paid out this week. There was a story about the $65 million paper deficit. A man was arrested for the murder of his brother. Another man was arrested for exposing himself near a bus stop, and 5 girls actually watched that, so he was quickly taken to jail. Another story about Nick Jonas not coming to Guam. I know.
Big upset.
We're all bummed.
But CeeLo?
Yes.
And Common
King.
Yes.
So that's exciting. And of course, there's a story about the several different changes in the government. And Crystal, you covered one of those changes.
Yes, a very big change coming in on its way for GPD, the Guam Police Department, as the Chief of Police announced that he will be retiring. May 22nd is his last day. That's later this month. It's no one knows who the next person in line is, and his announcement of his retirement comes in light of many different controversies in the department, including most recently the shooting at the Hagåtña precinct, where we're still trying to figure out what happened inside that processing room that enabled murder suspect Dmitry Lobanov to shoot himself. And online people were chiming in. Melissa Torres-Uggan on Facebook says, the pay is probably not worth the stress, especially when he has to answer for things that are out of his control. He's tired of apologizing. Again, his last day is May 22nd.
And while one chief is heading out, another one is coming in. Jolene, you covered that story?
Yes. The Guam Memorial Hospital Board of Trustees announced that the new CEO of the hospital is going to be Theodore Lewis, and he will begin his appointment in June. Theodore Lewis has many years of experience in the hospital industry. He is actually currently the CEO of the SDA clinic, which the position he will vacate before he takes on the GMH position. And he says that he is very excited about taking on the challenges at the hospital, and he believes that he can accomplish a lot by following his goals. And he wants to achieve working together, working smart, and building partnerships with other government agencies in order to achieve a more sustainable hospital. And so Teresa Calvo-Sakasat says, welcome aboard, Mr. Ted Lewis, and thank you for taking on the challenges of which I am sure you are made aware of. Lead, serve, and be guided with sound decisions. God bless.
Well, we all look forward to see what Mr. Lewis will bring to the table.
Yes.
For GMH. Well, one person who always gets all the good stories, Joan, in the mix.
It was actually a fun show. You know, it featured artist Mark De La Sola, who is back on Guam after spending quite a bit of time in Japan with his longtime girlfriend, who had passed from cancer. But that inspired, as a form of therapy, it inspired his artwork, which he, until the 15th, will be on display at his studio. It's called Pacific Mandala. And when it wraps up here, he's actually going to take the show to Landstuhl, Germany, in a gallery there. And it's going to be from the end of May to August. So he says, once that is complete, it kind of closes the chapter on and he's able to start anew. So, but always keeping her in spirit. So, yeah, it was really the work was beautiful. So if people have a chance to stop by his studio at Sagan Couture and Chamorro in Boca Point. Yeah.
Well, I know, speaking of artists, you actually have a special series you're working on for next week, right? On the Guam Micronesian Island.
Yes, that's right. For prime time, leading up to the 20th annual Guam Micronesian Island Fair. The entertainment for Saturday and Sunday will be Ma'anao Company, known for the hits for Drop Baby Drop, so that will be fun, and just highlighting a lot of the vendors. There's a lot of new vendors this time around, and what KAHA has to offer as far as the Masters tent and the interactive booths. So it
Yeah.
should be a lot of fun.
And we're also going to be having a special Fiesta Friday
Yes.
from the Guam Micronesia Island Fair, so make sure to tune in for that. Now, just a reminder that if you have any story ideas, any tips, pictures, videos you'd like to share with us, message us or tag us on Facebook. Also, you can always email us at reporters@kuam.com.
More when Weekend Edition returns.